And meanwhile, the bored white boomers are standing out on a street corner, linking arms, an 8-mile-long chain. And as I look at the video on X that Bad Hombre posted, if you want to see it before we play it for you, you can get a sneak peek on my X account at Gallagher Show. And Bad Hombre is right. There is an epidemic in America of bored, white, liberal boomers. All of these protests have the exact same makeup. They're my age. These are people in their 50s and 60s and 70s. They're all white, and they got nothing better to do than to stand around holding hands and singing Kumbaya because they're mad at Trump and ICE. What exactly do we do about these folks? Check out this little video clip. I haven't seen it or heard it yet, but Christian just turned it around for me because he's quick and he's good and he's on the ball. Here's what Bad Hombre just posted.
An 8-mile human chain stretched down High Street from Worthington to downtown Columbus today. A show of solidarity and peace connecting people of all ages and all backgrounds. Thanks for being with us this evening for NBC4 at 6. I'm Kyle Beachy. Organizers say this demonstration today not a stand against any one issue, but welcomed anyone who feels isolated by our government's actions. Honked and people cheered as they passed by. Over an 8-mile stretch, the demonstrators put down their signs and held hands for a moment of silence at 3 o'clock this afternoon. One of the organizers, Maxine Irvin, says the Trump administration's actions on immigration are a major reason for the protest, but everyone involved has a different reason for showing up.
Everyone has different reasons why they are unhappy. We're just all out here together to show our dissatisfaction and to join together and hold hands to make a statement that we see what's going on and we want change.
Our crew out there today did not see any counter-protesters along High Street this afternoon. That peaceful assembly was not part of a nationwide effort and was locally organized.
You know what your crew also didn't see when you were out there scouring the 8 miles of protesters? Any people of color or young people. It's all aging, white, bored liberals. Why is this? Do you have a theory? Anybody want to take a guess as to why no people of color are out there protesting? Eddie from Columbus, which is where this protest took place, said these are just hippies of the 60s trying to relive their glory days. That sounds kind of sensible to me. That makes a little bit of sense. Are these just hippies? What's the problem with these anti-deportation protesters? That they're so bored that they take their Saturday or Sunday or whenever this was and they all got straw hats on. I mean, they look like they just came from a Jimmy Buffett concert. They're all white boomers. This fascinates me. I can promise you, I've spent time in Columbus, Ohio. There are people of color in Columbus. There are black people in Columbus. There are Hispanic people in Columbus. These are all white people. Why? And all white boomers. Why? I mean, Josh just wrote from Minnesota. Mike, I can't imagine doing anything like that. I'm too busy minding my business, mowing my lawn, washing the dishes, cleaning the house, building my fence and deck. I've got no time to waste on protesting. What in the world is behind this very narrow, specific demographic of protesters? 800-655-MIKE. 800-655-6453. Welcome into the Relief Factor Studios for a Monday, August the 11th. Watching us on Salem News Channel today, and we appreciate you doing so. Go to snc.tv, your antidote to the mainstream media 24/7. On the eve of this historic summit with Vladimir Putin in Alaska, I wonder what you make of the boomer epidemic in America. As Bad Hombre puts it on X, we got a bored, liberal, boomer, white American epidemic in America. What do we do about it? Where do we go with this? And why is it always just, we're showing video in the Columbus, Ohio area of an 8-mile long chain of protesters. And it's all white, middle or older Americans. And I wonder if the light ever goes on in their minds, in their little pea brains, wonder why we don't have any black people with us. Why don't we have anybody under 50 standing out here with these stupid signs, impeach Trump and F ICE and all this other crap? Why is it just us white boomers out here demanding an end to the mass deportations? Christopher's in Pittsburgh. Hey, Christopher, welcome back. How are you? Christopher, you there?
I just want to say, if you want to break up that 8-mile-long line of white people,
yes,
real fast, all you got to do is just tell them you got a caravan of illegal aliens coming through. That'll part like the Red Sea.
they'll roll out the red carpet. They'll throw confetti on them.
Like.
It'll be like a ticker tape parade. But Christopher, why is it only white boomers? What do you think is behind this specific kind of protest?
Oh, they've been completely programmed to fully embrace their white guilt. They just absorbed themselves in mainstream media for way too long. That's all they listen to.
I got you. All right, Columbus, Ohio, calling James. Is that a big story there locally? The 8-mile line of white liberal boomers, James?
Not at all. I accidentally turned into High Street, and I thought I was in the middle of a parade for a second. Then I realized what was going on and started laughing. I think they all realized they missed the boat on important things in their life, so they're just trying to be relevant for the last 11 minutes that they're alive. And the other thing is, I think
easy. You're talking to somebody in that category. Don't be that morbid. I got some time left.
I also think the last caller was right. I think they're guilty. They realize what they've done to kind of rob the nation blind as far as making home prices unaffordable and a whole bunch of other things. And so to not be the bad guy, they're trying to be like, look, young people, we're not that bad. Yeah, you are. You're terrible.
They're awful people, and you're right. It's the white guilt, isn't it? You're so right, James. I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to get a theme here from our callers. It's white guilt. It's the guilt. Oh, look how privileged I am. Look how here I am living in Columbus, Ohio, and I've lived a good life, and I'm white, and I'm comfortable. So what am I going to do on a Saturday morning? I'm going to link arms with an 8-mile long chain along High Street in downtown Columbus to protest the mass deportations. Look, protest is okay, and I don't want to beat up on these people too badly. It is what it is. I mean, you want to go out and protest peacefully. At least they're not burning down McDonald's because of a police shooting. On the other hand, I am just obsessed with wondering why these are all out of central casting, like 62, 65, 70-year-old white people. And it's all over the country. It's not just Columbus. I wish I could figure it out, so I'm turning to you to see if you can help me. 800-655-MIKE. Nancy's back from Philadelphia. Hello, Nancy.
Hi, Mike. I love your show.
Thank you, Nancy.
By the way, my mom is 98, so you got more than just a couple more seconds to live.
You've given me hope, Nancy. You've made my day. You gave me a little bit of burst of inspiration. Thank you.
Donald Trump is also a white, wealthy, relatively liberal boomer, except maybe he's going to actually implement what the boomers always claimed they wanted: peace, love, and harmony. Think about the songs: The Age of Aquarius, Crystal Blue Persuasion. That's what's on my mind.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I mean, I don't know. I think to most liberals, they wouldn't consider him somewhat liberal, but I get your point. I understand what you're saying. And he's a white guy who came from a life of privilege, clearly, or achieved a life of privilege, I should say, and doing it, successfully. And he knows what's right and what's wrong. And there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be held accountable. There's Democrats. Democrats are falling completely apart at the seams.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.